Marvellous.
Okay, so this is just a little bit of background about the world record highest shot score on Magnetic Billiards. It's table 19 of the Fiendish tables. Table 17 is an easy table to play. The balls are pretty much the same. Well, the balls are in the same position every time. The pegs and the struts are in different places. But you know what you're going to get with that table every time, and it's possible to get a decent score. I think my highest score on that is about 107 million. So I looked at this table and I counted the number of pegs, I counted the number of balls, and it was higher than table 17 for the number of balls, similar number of pegs, and for that reason it should be an even higher scoring table. At the time my highest score was about 85 million, but I knew it was possible. Every time I did it I knew I hadn't done it in an optimal way. The key to this game is building up your tariff here, and at the same time as doing that, being able to set up a finishing shot that creates a lot of bounces and a lot of buzzes by going past balls of a different colour. The shapes that you need to make to increase your tariff, the best one is a donut, but you need 6 balls to do that, not 7. So if I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of that colour, I can't make a donut with those. If I make a donut with 6 of them, there'll be 1 ball spare, and it won't complete the shape. So failing that, the next best is a ring. You need a ring of 7. You can get rings of 8 or 9. If you collide, say, to get a ring of 8, you'd have to collide 6 balls with 2 and form them into a perfect ring. If you restart this table a couple of times, you might find you get a better starting position. And this one looks quite promising. I've got some yellows here. I've got some stripes here. This doesn't look too bad either. So what I tend to do then is have a little bit of a count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, fairly close by. So I might be able to make those into a ring. 5, 6 there. This one's quite difficult to get to it, so it looks like that's the only possibility really. It's going to be a little bit fiddly. We're going to have to move these around so that we can get them together to form a ring. So let's push this one into the corner here. There we go. That had enough power so that I can now get these out of the way. I try not to form too many connections so I can always make this into a ring later. So we've now got this red possible to move up. This one's fixed in position, so I'm going to have to work around that. That one's tied to that, so I can't use it at all. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to have to be that one there. Didn't work that out at first, did I? But we'll see what we can do. Let's get these connected. And I'm just going to have to move this one out of the way, I think. Let's see. I'm trying not to use lives up, so I think I'm going to move this one down to there. Luckily it won't matter if it hits another one because it's part of a strut. That's pretty good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still need this one. Okay. If I can move these two, I might be able to get the blue out of the way. So let's see. how that's going to work. Just make a little bit more room for that to move into. I don't like the fact that when this hits here, it's going to carry on and nudge my ring a little bit wider. See that? That's not what we wanted. Let's move this out of the way. So basically I've failed to make a ring. Oh, we had another one there, didn't we? I seem to have failed to make a ring, so the next best thing is probably just to make, let's get that one out of the way, make a very long chain. So I can connect those two up, or I can connect these two. Yeah, it's going to have to be that, because this one's pinned down, isn't it? So here we go. Now, when I do this, this peg is going to disappear, and it's going to double whatever tariff I've got. So before I do that, if I make some more connections that might be useful, like this one here, that's going to increase to my tariff. So rather than having 150 doubled, I'm going to have 160 doubled, and you may as well get those in if you were going to connect those up anyway. And I can move that one to there as well, look. Okay, so I'm not going to get a high score now, because like I say, I really wanted a ring, but it was a fail, and this is going to be even worse, because when I play this shot here, it's probably going to, these are probably going to touch together. Let me play it upwards slightly and see if I can get away from that. Yeah, I've stopped that. I've stopped that touching here. Bring that together, and we've got a chain. It's better to get a super string of more than 7, because you get for a chain of 8 you get 8 lives, for a chain of 9 you get 9 lives, whereas if you get a chain of 7 you get 3 extra lives. So it's a much more productive way of getting more lives. Now we've nearly got this one. Let's get that out of the way, and this out of the way. That's too risky. I'm going to play it to there. I could have used undos and just risked that, but you might not have bought undos, so I'm going to try and do it without. So we've got that one in. I think if this one's there first, that might be an easier shot. So I'm reckoning about 14 on the power there. There we go. And that on about 11 or 12. So still no rings, I'm afraid. That's why this level is so hard. If you can make rings, your especially at the start, your tariff will be so much higher by the end of it. But at least I haven't completely messed this up. So what else have we got now? We could do the yellows. Let's just bring that up and see where it ends up. That might give us a clue. Right, go there. It's going to end up being another chain, isn't it? So I'm going to swing that round, hopefully. Hopefully it'll only touch 1 and not 2. going to take a couple of goes, or even 3, but it should give me a few lives back. Right, so now I need to start thinking about how I'm going to finish. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, so that's okay. I could use these greens as a line and send this last blue up and down. The other option is to send one green up and down and use the blues as a line. With me having more greens, and I've got 1, 2, 3, I've got 6 spare there, I can make a chain of 6 here, which is better because I'll get a better combo for the 6. I'll get 6 here, and plus 1 is 7. If I do it with the blues, I can't make 6, because if I make 6, when I join the next one in, the line will disappear. So your maximum really is a chain of 4 and then 3, which gives you a combo total of 3. Also, if I do it with the greens here, no, scrap that. I think that's the best reason though. I think the reason is for the combo. So let's get rid of these. I didn't really consider them, they just looked a little bit awkward to get into position. I'm not sure which end to move to there now. Let's get that one in. See what it looks like then. I might just have passed that. So that should be easy to swing up if I swing this one in first. That was poor. I should be able to get this fairly close with one shot. With a little bit of extra power. There we go. And another blooming chain. Oh, there's my extra undo dollar. And now we need to make our 6 greens here, and I want to finish on with this blue zipping around here. I've got 19 lives from all those chains. I always call them chains. Sorry, super strings. But I'll have to use quite a few of these to get these in position. Now if you're using undos, then the best way to do it is probably just keep experimenting with how much power you need to hit there and stay in line. But as I'm trying to do it without, I'm just going to play it to the side, and then that should be a pretty easy shot to get that in line. Of course I'm an idiot and I should have moved this one into position first. Allow me one undo. If I move that one into position, then first it won't affect the motion of this one that was already connected. So it's not easy to do it and talk. Spin this round. These are quite tricky shots because it's going to rotate about this one. So that was rubbish, not enough power. So there we go. Let's bring this down to there. And I might actually bring this one up. That's quite cool. Of course, this one's in a mess now, isn't it? Okay, that looks pretty good. This was stupid, but you'll live and learn. It would look better. Let's get it a bit nearer that way. This is going to be quite a good test to see how close these are. I don't want that to touch. I'm going to move that up just a little bit. Running out of lives. I'm a little bit short on lives now, so I think I'm just going to try and judge that. That's 6.3 it wants to be. That's 6.2 and it's not quite enough. Okay, just one more of these to get into position. Oh, that wasn't bad. So, I've now got a tariff of 3,460. In my highest score, I had a tariff of 14,190. And like I say, that was because I'd been making rings, which added to my tariff, and then that greater number keeps getting doubled. It's like if you keep doubling 2, 4, 8, it's not going to go up as quickly as if you keep doubling 3. So that's why it's a good way off that. On the plus side, I'm going to hopefully finish on a string of 7, a string of 6, and a string of 1. So that will give me 7 plus 7, 14 as my combo. It'll also count the points for that one shot, so whatever points I get on this, it'll be multiplied by about 15. So I shouldn't say about 15, it will be 15 times whatever I get here. The further away it is, the harder it is to get the exact amount of power. So I'm going to just nudge this out of the way slightly because I don't want it hitting that. But that's made a massive difference to that to the end. That was a bit silly. Okay, put that in place, and now I'm going to look to see if I've got a shot. That one will do, and the finer you can get it to the balls that you're buzzing against, the better, because it'll stop buzzing. Well, for the demo purposes, this will do. I had the shot much closer last time. Let's bring that down, and then that will make the shot. I just hope that when it hits it, it stays as a string. Oh, I want to just bring it down a touch more. My fingers are sticking. Right, let's see what that does. That's dangerous because it's moving it in the direction. If that's got any speed whatsoever, then that will take that ball into that, and it will not make a nice long chain, it will make a mess. So here we go. I've not got great hopes for that, and you see we've run out of buzzies about now, so that wasn't very good either, and as predicted it was pretty useless. So we scored, what, 13 million there. Not a bad score, but we could have done a lot better. So I'm going to end that game, and let's have a look at the record shot score. Notice my tariff there is much higher, 14,190. I had the shot a lot tighter, so I'm getting more buzzies, 89 buzzies. Didn't quite get as many on the combo because I finished on a 6+4+1. But the effect of the much higher number of buzzies and the massively higher tariff gave me a score of 197 million points. And there we go.